Hey guys, it's BFDI Justin, and today I want to announce something. So, if you've been watching for a bit, you might know that I'm really a big fan for object shows. So, and I also code at Scratch as well. So, if you can't tell by these tabs right here, um, I've made a game about the whole challenge of BFDIA. which which it took absolutely a while, and it's not even done yet. So how about we give this thing a go before it turns April 1st? So as you can see, this is the game. This is the low quality game title here. If we click on it, we will still have a bunch of variables here, but this is only because this game is in testing grounds, as you can see here. If we click on challenge info, we can read this, but it's blocked off by these things. BFDI teams challenge you to get to 3 towers and turn on your switch and turn on your beacon. Well, well, the instructions are in the actual video, but yeah. If we click on play, this is pretty much the same. We have a lighthouse, an elevator tower, and a watchtower. So basically, this is supposed to be just like the challenge from BFDIA 18. And so if we go to the lighthouse, we get to this mapping of the lighthouse. What just happened? Wait, why is this 3? Oh, okay, wait. Oh, wait. Anyway, so we can turn off a beacon and we can turn on our own beacon, just like that. And if I go to the watchtower, I can turn off this beacon. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, as you can tell, this game is still pretty much broken, like as you can see. But the thing is, whenever you turn on all of your beacons, then you basically win. So yeah, I still got a long way to go, but whenever this thing gets viral, yeah. Now before I exit off, I also do want to share another game with you. So let's just go ahead. So we have this here. Now obviously this is basically the first game that I actually made that was based off of BFDI in some way. So here's the game right now. Hold on, give me a second. So this is the next game I got here, which is actually based off of the Tpot 15 thingy, which I already showed. This, just like with the other thing, this is basically still on beta, with basically a description that feels like it's from ChatGPT or something, but I actually made it. Now, if we click, we have this screenshot here, and we have a full interactive thingy here. So this was actually my first time coding in Scratch that I've actually used variables in the coding, which made it a whole lot easier to do. I'll be showing how the code worked later in the video. So this game does not start yet unless you click on an object or a face, I guess. So now, just like I mentioned, this thing is still pretty much bugged. Sometimes the score doesn't work. Now, the thing I wanted to do is that whenever pencil touches a character with a Yorlite, then it's game over. But it's still pretty much bugged, so that whenever it goes for a character without the Yorlite, then it's still game over anyway. Now let's look at how this code is done. We're first gonna start off with this. Okay, so I have the code thingy opened up on my screen, so we only have like 11 variables here, and I think the most important variables are the characters, obviously. So here we have pencil, which is definitely probably the most work of code I have to put into a character in this game, and all the other characters are basically the same. So yeah. And we got score math, which is pretty much important anyway. The things that are not important are these things, which are literally just called not important. There's basically like backup code that doesn't interact with anything else basically. So that's basically it. So moving on to probably my most work I've ever done in a project that I estimate would have been completed in like a month. So let's move on to that. Okay, so just like what I mentioned, mostly stuff right here are not really important. What's mostly important are the lighthouses, the characters, the switches, and the spotlights. So in total, there are 5, 10, 15, 20. There are 23 things in total, but there'll be way more whenever it's actually done. So I think the most Okay, so I think the most code that I've ever done is the backdrop. I mean, if you zoom out, look at all of this. Look at this. There's like 12 scripts in one backdrop, and this is probably second place. I mean, look at this. And maybe the spotlights as well. I mean, these are not really that much. Like, these are pretty much fine. Pin and Coiny's NPCs are actually third, I think. These are the most useless things ever. As you can see by the title, logo that isn't important, which is basically the correct name for that. And also we got switches, which yeah, pin switch LE variable here because Spotlight kept breaking, therefore I'm adding other switches as variables. Oh yeah, I don't think I've done that. Wait, did I do it? So pin LE switch. Wait, I haven't done that. Okay, well, I did it for my character, but I don't think I did it for everything else. I think I only did it for pin LE switch. And then I put pin failsafe switch here, just like this, so it's right here. So if pin failsafe switch equals 1 and backdrop of stage equals 6, then show, else hide basically. And then game map, if pin LE switch 0 and pin light equals 2, set pin failsafe switch to 1. So that's basically the boring code. And then we got pin spotlight, which is definitely which is I have no idea. I think yeah, this is third place. Wait, no, this is fourth place. For the most amount of code. I mean, we have so many scraps of coding here that I keep on forgetting to remove. I mean, there is so much coding here. So, I'll try to list out all of them. So, this isn't important. If pin greater than 0 or pin LE switch equals 1, switch costume to pin 1/3 light. All that stuff. And we set pin LE switch to 0. This is all that random stuff here. I think this is a scrap as well, because I don't see it connected to anything. And now let's look at books code now. So if you looked in the video that I didn't read out, it's supposed to say you play as Book in this game. Okay, I can just read it here. So the game is so far unfinished and is in alpha stages. It's not even in alpha yet. It's literally still in testing. You play as Book in this game. Let's get this show on the road now. And here's this, which you can read by yourself by yeah, so here's this as well. And yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, I am not even gonna read all that. So we got when backdrop switches to BFDI team map, that's also not wait until lighthouse equals 1, blah blah blah, all that stuff. And then it's basically repeating for everything else. That's how lazy I am. Now if you've seen the game and I played it more than once, you can see how the patterns that they have are actually the same because I was too lazy at the time. Just like how I took this from the actual video. So it's basically that, and then now for pin spotlight, I was actually a little more better this time. Like I actually drew these, but I was still taking it off of a video. And there you go. Now for book spotlight, I had to get really fancy because how basically everyone can turn on the switch at like any pattern. So I wrote out all. I basically wrote out all 7 of the thingies that each can do a pattern, and I had to write every single code for that, which was really annoying. But the thing that was not annoying and was actually pretty cool is how I actually made this sprite. I literally actually made Book's spotlight myself this time. Like, I'm really glad. I'm really glad this didn't fail because putting code here because putting code here was so annoying. Basically, it's all repeating. And for these switches, they are basically made in a pattern to where they would basically do this. I would set booklight to 1, and oh yeah, see, that's another scrap. So if not booklight switch and not booklight house switch to 1, then set it to a variable. So what I did here, I'll try to edit it and put it in as an example in CapCut. So what I did here is that there were 7 numbers that I was gonna add to the variable, and three of the lower 3 of the numbers would be the when single lights are turned on. Okay, I'll show you. So let me just turn this on for now. So whenever I had like 1, 2, or 3 or something like that, if I turn this on. Okay, wait. Whoops, I pulled out the wrong variable. So you can see book light equals 1. If we go back and we turn on this switch somewhere else, we get book light 3. Now the upper 3 are actually when 2 lights are together. I don't know why it's like this, but yeah, if we turn that on, we get 5, which means it's double. And 7 is supposed to be whenever you click the final switch of any tower that's left off, and then you win. I want to add a better end screen than this, for obvious reasons. I mean, no one wants to see a blank white screen with text that they can't even read because of variables. It's supposed to say "OMG, you win" with the weirdest text possible. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was pretty difficult trying to explain everything, especially because of how complicated all this coding is, just for a really awesome game that I once again hope it gets popular, because seriously, who doesn't want to play a game where you can literally act as a character in a game and you can literally win or lose? Like, who does not want that? But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.